Hey agents, it's Manny. There are a few good ways to earn XP, like for example, resource convoys. But there's an even better way, a simpler, more consistent way. So in this video, I'll show you how to run Summit Floor 10s solo and earn XP fast. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you know when there's new videos. And if you're looking for someone to game with, you can find me and other players in the Militia Discord server. The link is in the description below. All right, now for the build. All right, so let's take a look at our build. So we're running Survivalist for a couple of reasons. One being is you get bonus damage to any enemies with status effects, and since we're Eclipse, where everybody's going to be having status effects, you also get 10% protection from elites. And also with Pistolero, there is a bonus of 5 ammo per second for cover-to-cover moves. So that could be useful. Most likely you'll never use that. So it's really for the status effects, bonus damage to status effect enemies. Now with that, so we do have our concussion grenade. This is actually to help us die sooner. You'll see what I mean by that. Now I'm also going with a test subject with Perfectly Instinct. We got the Scorpio for our secondary. This is what I typically use to kill the boss with. Now we are running Pistolero, so it is nice to have a high-end pistol. I have my D50 with close and personal because we are going to be, if we kill someone, it's going to be up close, and so that could be useful. But hopefully we don't need it. Then we go. I said there's a 4-piece Eclipse. We're going with the Vial Mask for toxic delivery because since we putting status effects on everybody, this also applies another damage time over buff, another dot on top of that. So it's very important to have it. It's bonus damage. Then, like I said, we're going with Eclipse. The reason we go for Eclipse is this 4-piece indirect transmission. Your status effects now spread to all enemies on kill within 10 meters, refreshing 50% of damage, right? So with the backpack, you get Symptom Aggravator. So it implies all damage you deal to status effective enemies by 30%. Excellent to have. Then the other thing is we want the chest piece because it actually gives us proliferation of life, which indirect transmission now changes from 10 meters to 15 meters. That's like another 5 meters, which is great. And from 50% to 70% refresh, so that's all the dots. Now, that's just that. Now the final piece is I have a golden piece. You can go with your gloves, your knees, or your holster. The reason I go with golden is a blue piece, so this is rolled with armor. So you got to keep trying to grind this until you get one with status effect and skill haste will be the bonus one you want, and then reroll your core attribute to skill tier because that 10% status effect, best piece you can get for Eclipse build. Now for skills, I have Stinger Hive. Don't ever use it. It's just there because this is my normal Eclipse build that I run with. This is what we're going to be using all the time is the Firestarter Chem Launcher. This is the baby that's going to be doing all the damage for us. So that is our build, boys. And now let's get on to how to use it. So the first thing we need to do is get a floor 10 checkpoint. I happen to have one on this guy. You're either going to get it by resetting checkpoints, working all the way up to floor 10. I have my checkpoint here. So once you have your floor 10 checkpoint, what you want to do is actually make sure, check your settings. You want to make sure difficulty is set to challenging. Now, you can do heroic, you can do legendary if you're capable of doing it, but this is more or less for the non-sweats. All right, so if you go in a group, you can kind of do higher levels, but for now, let's just work on challenging. It's really easy to do solo. It's really easy to do in a group, and you get decent XP for this. So once we have it on challenging, we're going to go to directives and actually turn every single directive on, every single one of them. And that's it. So now once we have that all set, we're going to continue, and we're actually going to go to floor 10. All right, so what we want to do is find the right floor 10. So this is not it. So see this floor? This is not the one we want, so we're going to hit M and hit F and return to lobby. We're going to run back to the elevator and go back up again until we get the right floor. This is also not the right floor. Back to the lobby. All right, so now we're actually on the right floor. It was lucky 3 times I actually got it. I've done this where I've done it 10, 15 times before I got in the right floor. But this is the floor we want. Look around. This is the one you want. The reason we want this floor, it's quick and easy. It's right in that room right in front of us there. So the other rooms, oftentimes you have to run around and get to them. It takes a lot longer. This is quicker. Now, before we start, since we have Pistolero on, the one thing you'll notice, we have no ammo at all in any one of our weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply eat a grenade. You can do Firestarter as well, or eat a grenade and just die. When we restart, we're going to spawn back in. We're going to spawn in the elevator, and we're going to at least have 1 clip of ammo for each weapon. Now we come out, check our weapons. We have 1 clip of each. We still don't have crossbow bolts, but we'll get those as we go on. All right, before we get into the gameplay, I want to cover the actual mechanics of this room and how things work and what to expect. So when you first walk in, there's going to be a group of enemies, sometimes a couple maybe up there, but there's usually one in the middle. That's the guy you're going to hit with the fire starter first. Now, as soon as there's only one enemy left, that's when the boss spawns in. And another group of ads. The group of ads will always come here. The boss will spawn randomly at different doors. There's a few doors around here that he will spawn at. And you'll know which rough direction he is. This is actually telling me to go to the next level. This is what you'll see when he spawns in the general area. Sometimes it's over here. It might be this door. It might be the door down there. But it'll generally tell you where the boss is spawning in. If it's going to be down this area, it's like that. Sometimes he spawns back here, or it'll spawn up here. So that's what you're looking for. Now, once you kill the boss and all the ads that come out with him, there's going to be at least one more set of ads coming out of this door, and possibly a second one after that one is dead. That's it. That's all you have to deal with. All right, on to the gameplay. All right, now how we're going to clear the room is we're only going to use our fire starter, which is my E. So I'm going to click E. We're going to stand back here right in front of the couch, hit this guy. We're going to light him on fire, and it's going to spread to everywhere. Now we want to quickly get up here because they're going to be coming out of this door, and hopefully, I think I missed. Light him up. I got him. It's going to spread to him. Hopefully they get the guy in the back. He's dead. Now we have to deal with the boss. We're going to light him up, and then we're going to use a Scorpio on him. All right, he didn't dodge. Sometimes he dodges, and it's a pain. So now we're going to go headshots with Scorpio, and he's burning, and he's dead. Back over here, we want to hit this quickly before they come out. And I got him that time, which is great. So they're all on fire. Get ready, because there could be a second one like there was. And they're all on fire. And that's it. We cleared the zone. Now I still have 2 fire starters left, so I can actually just pull it out and kill myself. Don't worry about collecting your loot. You'll collect it at a later time. So basically all we're going to do is rinse and repeat. So we respawned in again. And you can see we earned 421,000 XP, which is a little bit more than the 700,000 you need for a full shade level. So 2 of these makes a shade level. Use our fire starter. Hit the first guy right there, light him up, double hit E to ignite it, and everyone catches fire. We want to try to catch these guys here before they come out. There they are. That's much better. I got him there, and then still shooting me. We want to get the boss. He will dodge at times, so you got to try to... I missed him. That time we are a little far away, so this is kind of problematic because we might not be able to get to the door before they spawn and run away over here. So you have to be careful about this. There's one right there. That should spread to that one, then to the next one. Nope, didn't spread there. Oh, now we are running out of fire starters. Hopefully, door coming. I should get them here. That's it. Now I don't have any fire starters, so in order to die, we're going to throw a grenade down. And that's it. Just continue on. All right, so it's basically pretty easy, but I want to cover a couple of problem areas. One being is yellows. So most of the time when they catch fire, they're not going to burn all the way through. You're going to have to do damage to them to finish them off. All right, so keep that in mind. Some purples, but most of the time it's just the yellows. Now if you get a room with a single dog in it, go ahead and give it a shot. You're going to be using your crossbow to take out the dog. 2 bolts, if you don't miss like I just did, 2 bolts will take it down, so it's not that big of a problem. However, there are sometimes rooms where there's 2 dogs, no people. At that point, just eat a grenade or a fire starter and just respawn and get a new room, because it's just not worth it. It takes way too long to take care of it. All right, one of the last things I want to talk about is your targeted loot. Probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but not only with XP, but this is also a great way to actually get gear you need. Now, hit M and go to your targeted loot, which is R. Now, it works great with weapons and gear, but the mods themselves aren't that great, especially challenging, because most likely you're not going to get... You can get max rolled stuff, but most of the time you won't. The beauty of the gear is because the optimization station, you can... Anything, as long as it's got the right attributes and a talent on it, it is going to be a god rolled piece because you just optimize it. So that's the beauty of that. So make sure you have the targeted loot set to something you want. The other thing is summit challenges. You can select these challenges, and a lot of these ones you can actually complete. Complete floors with 2 directives. That would be one that we can get done. And then, you know, down here you could just go through and choose it. So, you can go through and make sure you get your challenges all set, because you do get XP for hitting those rewards. You get 318,000. It's well worth it to do that. Now, I'll typically grind this until I get about 20 shade levels on this. That way I have maximum caches, and I don't start dropping the caches all over the floor because it gets a mess. So at this point, I go and clean up all my gear, see what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, and dismantle everything else. And I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions. If you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash the subscribe button. You can also hit me up when I'm live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniacrity, where I stream Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday evenings starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'd be happy to answer any questions live on stream. Until next time, agents, happy hunting.